Hello planner friends, let's talk about 2023 planners. So I started the year with a lot of planners, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And since it is now mid-year and we are thinking about next year's lineup, ordering planners and whatnot, I thought I would make a video about my planners, the kind of planners that I kind of tried out this year and how they worked for me, what I liked, what I didn't like, if I'm still using all of them, which ones I ditched, which ones I kept. So let's get into it. So let's start with my oopsies. Everything falls down when I take out one planner. Let's start with my pocket Moleskine planner. So I got the Pocket Moleskine weekly and daily on a whim, basically, after the start of the year, because I saw it on Instagram and I thought it was very cute. Now I've been using this planner as just like a daily to-do list kind of thing, and yeah, I started it in January, towards the end of January. So yeah, if we skip ahead, you are going to notice that there is not much in this planner. And also in the weekly, I attempted to restart this planner mid-June as a health planner, but to be quite honest, I just hate the paper in this planner. I hate it. I don't know what it is, but I hate it. It's just this pen. This is a what is it called? You know what I mean? These dot pens. The Zig Clean Color Dot. And also this. Wait. This is a Tombow, and it literally, I don't know what this paper is doing, but it's not doing it for me, so I kind of hate it. I hate that everything just bleeds through. I can't use my fountain pens, I can't use my Tombows even, and those are the pens that I have the most colors of. So yeah, also it's too small. I always fall for these cute little planners because they are just so tiny and I love them. But this is not enough for me to plan my life. It's too small for that. And for like a specific, like even for health planning, as you can see, it is quite too small for me. I can't record my workouts in here. I can't record like nutritional values, nothing, because there is no space for that. If I want to do like trackers and such. And in the daily, the daily on the other hand is almost too big. I know that sounds weird, but I don't know, I couldn't figure out how to use these pages for me. So I think I basically ditched these planners completely for this year, which is a bummer because this is such a cute little chunky planner and I love chunky planners, but I just don't know how to use it. So also I love my setup and my cover and everything. It's just so cute with the cards and the Polaroids and all the things that I put in here. It's with the mood boards and everything. It's very cute, but I just don't know how to use it so that it works. And so I'm not reaching for it because I'm just confused as to how to use it. So that was that, which is so cute, but can't use it. So next planner is this one, which is a Sunny schedule book, and I think this is not a very known planner in the planner community. I got it on Instagram at a D-stash, and I didn't know this planner beforehand either, but I saw it and I thought I would try it out. I liked that it came with its own little cover. It's basically a planner tucked into a cover, but it came together, so I kind of like that aspect. And I started using this planner as like a goal planner. So I was planning on writing down my tasks that I had to do each day to reach my goals by the end of the year, and I actually liked this planner for that, and I was keeping the same layout every week. But then at some point around here, university kicked my ass and I fell down. I ditched this planner at that point, and I couldn't find my way back into it. Probably also because my goals and everything just basically I just had to ditch them once uni was kicking my ass. I was not working on them. I didn't really do much of them. And then all of my timeline and everything that I created for my goals was like out the window, and that just annoyed me, and I was like kind of like feeling guilty about that and too afraid to sit down and look at what I didn't accomplish and where I could maybe pick it up again. So I was too afraid to do that, so I didn't. So I didn't use this planner after that. I also used this planner as a social media calendar, like what posts and reels and whatnot I wanted to post, which worked out quite well because I was not trying to make it pretty. I was just writing it in, and that was fine. And I also tried to track things, and I think this paper is quite nice, to be honest, and I actually liked this planner a lot. And in the back there are a lot of like just notes pages, kind of like a common planner, and I use these pages as like goal setting and vision boards and workout plans, so like stuff relating to my goals. And I liked it when I used it, and then I didn't, and then I tried to use it in June, but in a not precious way and in not a decorative way, in just like I need a place to put down a brainstorm kind of thing for my goals, and I don't want to do it on a blank piece of paper that I throw away because I have so many planners with so many empty pages. Let me put the stuff into the planner instead of always putting it on a blank piece of paper, because I fear that it's not gonna look pretty. And this doesn't look pretty, but it doesn't matter because I just wanted to jot down this stuff. And there are a lot of beautiful pages, and it came with like tabs for the months and everything, and I started to do that in like January and such. It came with a sticker and a schedule book manual and whatnot. Great planner, but also I am not a huge fan of this weekly. This space is like wasted in my opinion. It would be better if you would have like the columns all through the bottom, but whatever. So I stopped using this as well. This is the moral of the story. Don't start too many planners. So next is this, which is my bullet journal. And I am almost ashamed to open this up, but let's get into it. So I had great plans for this. Last year, let me get it. Last year I completed a notebook in bullet journal style, basically. So I was planning on doing this again this year, and I got a smaller one. So this is an A5 and this is a Moleskine large, I think, which is narrower and a little bit shorter than an A5. I got a smaller one because it was a pain in the ass filling this one out last year, and a lot of the months I basically didn't do many pages because I had no time. So I got a smaller one so that it's easier to fill out. And then I literally didn't do anything. I did this page end of December or something for January, and then I'm pretty sure I did these in March or something because I was feeling bad that there was nothing in my bullet journal. So I did back plan January in here in March or something. I just took out the to-dos and everything from my Hobonichi cousin, which we're going to go through in a second, but I just copied out stuff that I did on those days to create these pages and make some collages and stuff like that, just like bullet journal style pages. So I did those, and I am ashamed to say that that is all that is in here. And for a while I had the plan to come in here and back plan all of the other months as well, but it is now July, so I mean, if I have a lot of time at the end of the year, which I don't think, because I am going into the busiest time of my life, with like thesis and stuff like that, graduating, I'm not sure I'm gonna have the time. But in my dreams, I would go back, if I had the choice, I would go back and do these pages for the last months as well. But I mean, I am actually quite sad about this notebook, to be honest. Yeah, that's that. Let's move on before I start to cry. Okay, so now my favorite child, as I like to call it, my Hobonichi cousin. Now this thing is chunky and it's only the middle of the year, so that's great. It is very uncomfortable to write in it, and I was stickering too much. But this is basically my catch-all planner, and it was since the beginning of the year. This was my central hub that basically connected all of my other planners that were more specific to different kinds of things, or so I thought it would be. So this one is basically weekly, monthly, and daily pages. And I can't keep up with this planner either, to be honest. There are blank pages in here, like blank weeklies. Where are they? There are a lot of them. Like blank weeklies, and then some filled out, and then some more half filled out, and then some more blank, and then some more filled out and whatnot. And the same with like the dailies. All of these like stickies at the top are blank pages because dated one-page dailies are not for me, especially not in A5. It's just too much to fill out every day. I can't. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy every day to sit down and fill out a whole page. And I feel bad if I don't do that. I feel bad looking at the empty dailies. So yeah, that doesn't work for me. It stresses me out. It gives me like, I feel guilty for not filling it out. That is not how it should be, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna ditch the dated dailies next year, which means I'm gonna ditch the Hobonichi cousin, which lets my heart bleed because I really did develop an emotional attachment to the Hobonichi cousin. As I mentioned, it's my favorite child from all of my planners. So yeah, emotional attachment is strong, but it just also stresses me out. It's a love-hate relationship. So I have decided to ditch the cousin next year. But this is a planner that works the most for me and has worked the most consistently throughout the year. I have been using this the most. This just works for me. Just not in the size and not with the dated dailies. So maybe you can think, I already guess what kind of planner I want to use next year, but we're going to talk about it in a second. So yeah, I love this planner, and that's all I want to say. I just love this, and I'm gonna miss it probably next year. And I really have to stay strong when Hobonichi comes out with the new planners for next year and not order a cousin. It's gonna be hard. I'm just gonna close my eyes and never open the Hobonichi website. So, next one is this one, which is a beautiful espresso vegetable tanned leather motor cover, and inside is a Hobonichi Weeks. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this setup, the espresso cover with the coffee inlay thingy with the flowers and with the brown and everything. I love it. I am head over heels. I love this Espresso cover so much. I have the same one on my cousin because I love it. And I need another one in a B6 size, but we're gonna talk about that. So this is my Hobonichi Weeks, and this one was basically just my university planner, or that's what I thought it's going to be, and then it kind of became like a catch-all planner, to be honest. Like, I put everything in here. And to be honest, I also just realized I am not a multiple planner girly, I think. My brain can't compute having to separate tasks for separate planners, and then I just start writing down my to-do list just as it enters my brain, and then I just write down stuff, and then I notice, oh no, this is not the planner for that specific task because that's a chore, and this is my uni planner, oh no. And I just can't. I just need a place to dump everything, and I don't want to sort it into different planners, and then I don't know where to find what, and if this appointment is like important to know for uni or not. It's just too much thinking. I just can't do it. So I was trying to do it and then I failed, and I created a lot of spreads in here that I really liked. But this narrow and small size is just not for me. I hate this narrow size. I like to write, I wanted to do like kind of like a Hobonichi cousin thing in here where I use the weeklies, and then in the back I would do my dailies for uni. But it's just too narrow for me. I just don't like it. I need the place to write, I think. I don't know why. Something just blocks me from using these pages. Also, maybe just because I don't want to separate stuff. I would like to see all of my to-dos in one place and not look into different planners all the time. It's just too much stress. So yeah, I have been like doing spreads in here just for fun and aesthetics and to use stickers and put it on Instagram. So I have been doing that, but there are a lot of empty spreads in between because I haven't been really using it like functionally. I was just back planning, filling it out as I had the time and I wanted to do it. But yeah, so it's not really a functional planner at the moment, and I already ditched it for something else for the second half of the year. So I am changing this uni planner for another university planner, which is another size, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But I loved this setup. It's cute. I love my cover, and yeah, Hobonichi Weeks, not my thing. And then we have another one of these in this size, which is the Paper Test Designs weekly notebook. Now this one was an unplanned purchase. This one didn't have a purpose when I got it. It just came out. I thought it was nice. I wanted to try it. I wanted to see how the paper is. I wanted the edges to be like gilded. And so I got it just to see if I liked it. And no offense to Tess or this planner or anything. I can't with this layout. It's not for me. I can't do it. This thing is way too small. I can't use it for anything. But I hate to not use pre-printed planners as they were intended. I can't bring myself to write over it or something. I just don't want to do it. I want to use it how it was intended, but it doesn't work for me. So it was more a hustle for me to even try to use it. So I was trying, and it is a very nice paper. It is a very nice planner. I love the fonts. It is so minimalistic. I really do love the paper in here. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. It just doesn't work for me, unfortunately. And so I am not using it either. So yeah, if you are keeping a tally of how many planners I am using, this is going to be embarrassing for me at the end, but I'm gonna be like completely honest in here. I can't use it. I also try to use, I mean, maybe the notes, but also it's just too narrow. I don't like narrow planners. I am sorry. I am not that kind of person. So yeah, I was trying to use it. It's beautiful. It is truly beautiful, and I love it in my burgundy pebbled Moterm, but the layout is unfortunately not my thing. Now, another thing I got in that size, because because I never learned, but I got this Sweet Record Designs weekly diary. This is an undated planner, and I haven't touched it yet. So I'm gonna try to use this next year so that I have a use for my espresso cover, because I love this cover and I want to use it. So I'm gonna put this one into the espresso next year, and I might try to use this as a social media planner. And I know I just said that I can't use different planners for different things, but I feel like with social media, that is like a topic that is like so encapsulated and so like detached from my life that it could probably work, but we will see. I mean, next year we're gonna experiment a little bit more. Now I also have my Passion Planner Daily, and I have been using this planner last year a lot, as you can see, and for this year I wanted to use this for like very busy days where I really needed like 2 pages per day to really write down everything, to put my schedule in, to categorize everything, to have space for everything on 2 big pages in an A5. And yeah, which was the last date that I used this? In December last year. So yeah, I haven't touched this planner this year, and the reason being is I had a flaw in my logic, because if I'm very busy, I am not touching any planner, and especially not one where I have to fill out 2 pages a day. So yeah, but I have this one, it's undated, I can use it whenever, so it's fine. I am not feeling very bad about this. So I also have 2 more new Passion Planner dailies undated that I don't use, so I have a lot of them on stock in case I need it. Now we are getting to the last 3, so almost done. I have this personal sized planner with like FCC oh my god, FCC inserts. Something is wrong in here. Oh no, something is wrong. Oh yeah, I think I fixed it. So this one should have been my goal. Like, I have these Paper Test Designs goal maker bundle goal setting thingy that I got a couple years back, and I've printed it out for this year to fill it out at the beginning of the year. I didn't do it, so it's empty. This planner also should have been my inbox. I wanted to add inbox pages and never got around to do it. And I also wanted to, I have these monthly calendars and these weekly review pages that I wanted to do, which I never did. I know. It's an embarrassing video for me. And then I also got a couple like weeklies, printables, to try them out, and I never did. So if you're assuming that I never touched this planner since the beginning of the year, you're right. I didn't, but it's fine. The ring planners are going to come back, and I'm going to want to have one, and then I have one, so all fine. Now this one is also making me sad. So a little bit of foreshadowing for that. This one is my brain dump notebook. This is an Aliria's, I don't know if it's pronounced right, I'm sorry, Philo Planner on Instagram. It's her notebook, and I have been using this last year as a brain dump, which I really enjoyed. Just write whatever. It doesn't matter. I have put a bit of deco on the pages, but just write. No topic is off limits, just whatever I want to write about, what kind of to-dos and whatnot, what kind of ideas and everything. So yeah, I have been using it for that, and I really liked it, and I was like about to continue it this year, but I did it in June. Oh, and also in March and April, but not even close to what I was, like how often I was using it last year. But I mean, that's fine. It's an empty notebook. I can use it whenever. In the back, there's just an empty blank insert just to bulk it up because I like it chunky. So I can use it whenever. But my Hobonichi cousin was like keeping all of my stuff, so I didn't really need a brain dump planner. Now this one, let me remove this. This one is a take a note planner, and I saw it and I wanted it, and so I got it. And I'm gonna be completely honest, this paper is heaven. This is my most favorite paper ever. It doesn't smudge. It's so smooth to write on. I loved this planner. It's like butter. With my fountain pen, I really loved it. And I was trying, and I kind of like the layout. It's a little bit different, having like a week on like 4 pages and like being vertical and such. It was an interesting layout to try. I just couldn't keep up with it. I basically was copying my other planners and putting in the to-dos. I liked to get creative with this, but I don't have the time to keep up with it, unfortunately. So there is literally just a couple of pages in January, and then I never touched it again. I also really liked the monthly. I think Kina Prince or something on Instagram posted her monthly, and I basically like copied her, so all credits go to her. But I really loved how that looked, so I wanted to try it out. So basically that's why I got this planner, and then I tried it out and I loved it. It looks great. But yeah, it was too much to keep up with another planner, so it's basically empty, which literally makes me cry. This is a beautiful planner. It's a very interesting layout, and I love the paper, as I mentioned. I can't keep up with these many planners. I'm a busy university student. What was I thinking getting all of these planners? So yeah, that was the last one. That was all of my planners. And now let's quickly talk about next year's plans and second half of year plans. So I already mentioned that I'm gonna ditch the Hobonichi Weeks as my university planner because it's too narrow. So I am now using a B6 sized undated common planner. This is a new try. I am doing it Theory of Lauren style. As you can tell, I just started this planner, so there is not much in here. I am doing the monthlies as like a pre-planning kind of thing, just like Catherine does in her common planner. So writing down deadlines and stuff that I should start on a specific date and whatnot. And then the weeklies, I haven't even started yet. It's the 7th of July, so it starts next week. That's how I dated it. So I didn't put anything, and I am not quite sure how I'm going to use the weekly because I also have the Hobonichi cousin, which also has a schedule. So we will see how that's going to work. And then the dailies are just like daily to-dos, and I love the fact that it's not dated and I can use as much space or as little that I need or want. So that's great. and I have a lot of pages in the back. And I also have this Stellogy, which I didn't touch yet, so I'm not sure. Now for next year, I ordered an A5 Common Planner full year edition. So that's gonna be my planner for next year, the A5 Common Planner. I got it in the color caramel with the gold edges. And then I have these Sweet Freckle designs, which, as I mentioned, want to use next year for social media in my espresso cover. So that's gonna be this combo, and I like the dark vibes. And then I just ordered, like just right before I started filming this video, also a B6 compact common planner in the color Forest. I was debating between the A5 and the B6. That's why I got the B6 undated, to see if I like the size, and I actually do like the size, and I am still not quite sure which one I want to go with for next year. I might just sell one of them if I decided. I'm also not quite sure about the colors, which one I would like more. I like a very smooth texture, so I had to get the Forest, but I like the color of the caramel, so we will see once they get here which one I like and which one I want to keep. Maybe I want to keep both, which you already know that's not gonna work. And I actually wanted to have a one book here next year, to put everything in one book, because I think that's what works best for me. And maybe like supply that one book with this B6 Stellogy, and that's it, just like a notebook for like collections and lists that are not like daily to-do lists and stuff. So that was a plan, but now I got a B6, so I don't know. But I really want to use this cover. I really love this new cover that I have, so I had to get a B6. And the Forest might look awful in this cover, because I think it's a cool green. This one is a warm green, so it's probably gonna look awful together, but I can just tuck it in. I don't even know what I'm talking about, because I got that one for the smooth cover, so it doesn't make sense. Anything that I'm saying is rubbish at this point. And to be honest, I am stressed out about next year's lineup, and it's July and I have to decide now, and it's just too stressful and I don't know what to do, so I just keep ordering stuff to make sure I have the thing that I need for next year. It's just sad. It's stressful. So we will see. I have no idea what's gonna happen. But first I'm gonna use this planner, and I think I'm gonna love this for university, because I have space for dailies, but these are not dated. I am not at uni every day. I am not being able to study every day because I am also working, so it's perfect. It's perfect. So I'm gonna love this. I know already. And I love this cover, and I want to touch it, and I want to use it, so that's a good sign. So that's it for the half-year ramblings and the planners and everything. And I mean, I never been distressed about planners in my life. So, and I'm also looking at my stack in front of me there, makes me sad. It truly makes me sad. So much paper wasted, so many planners started. It's not even like I could sell them, because I wrote in every one of them and then I ditched them, and the guilt is strong. But maybe you can let me know in the comments if that's okay, or if I should just ditch the guilt. So much money in here that I'm not using. It's just sad. But okay, enough of my emotional rant. I'm gonna put my stuff away, and that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you want to use next year, which planners you're gonna use, so that I can go on the internet and buy more. Because of FOMO, I'm not gonna buy more. Let me know in the comments what you want to use, and how your system is working out this year, and if you're changing your system halfway through, and if you're changing your system for next year, if you're keeping with your system next year. I want to know everything, all the deets. What kind of common planner did you get? Also want to know that. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, maybe leave me a thumbs up and subscribe. I also have an Instagram account if you want to check me out over there. I'm posting all these planners. Well, not anymore. I am posting my planners on there. It's in the description box below. And other than that, I hope you have an awesome day, and that we see each other very soon. Until then, bye!